Good morning, flosstube. It's Minnie from AllXXs. I'm glad to be back, and I appreciate everybody who's stayed with me, who's been waiting, and sorry it took so long to get back to you. I've got a lot of things to share. Um, First off, I wanted to share. I don't have any Q&A, but one uh, one of my subscribers did ask me how if I could show the back of my bell pull. Just one second. This is the bell pull and I finally finished. So it's a FFO, and it's this the Wicked Witch. They wanted to see how I did the back. Okay. Um I had plenty of fabric on the sides of the design, as I was stitching it. And what I did was once the stitching was finished, I just folded it in half and made a seam down the back. And what I did when I got to the bottom was I cut it at an angle. If you understand what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to show. Okay. All right, when I sewed the seam, I cut it at an angle. See what I mean? And I made the bottom come to a point. And then once you have it pressed, you turn it, and then I pressed it, and I made this little a little fold here, so you can get that point to show at the front, or you can leave it straight. Now I made my own little bell pull out of a little dowel and two the like little newel posts, or whatever you want to call them. I just made and I hemmed it here, and I put that in. And so now if you purchase a bell pull, the holders, some of them have come with two pieces where you can put one at the top and one at the bottom, and then you can just do the same thing, leave it straight, and do the same thing I did at the top. So I just made a seam, pressed it flat, and there you go. And then of course I added my little 2 cents at the bottom here, and that's pretty much it. I hope that was informative and you could understand it. So that's how I did that. Okay. Like I said, I've got quite a bit to show you, and I am a little unprepared because I had started this video a week or so ago, and for some reason I could not get it uploaded the way I wanted it, and so I deleted it, and then I didn't have time to do another one until today. So here we go. All right, I want to show you what I'm currently working on, and I'll go through my whips, and then I've got some haul, so it's gonna be a while. Put me on pause, get a cup of coffee, probably a snack, and we'll go from there. Okay. This is a chart that I found on Etsy. It says created by Misha, and it's the Geek's Grotto on Etsy, and it is their bookmarks. They're bookmarks of the princesses, the Disney princesses. Now, I bought this chart on Etsy because I like the princesses. So, of course, the first one I'm starting on is Tiana. Now they call for DMC satin threads and cotton threads and the what are they? Metallics, the E threads, light effects. That's what they are. So I'm gonna try to do them as they're charted. If I can find all of the satin threads, and they call for the bookmark fabric, the little bookmark things you can buy, but I haven't been able to find any of that locally either. So I get impatient, So I don't like ordering stuff when I really want to start something right away. So what I did, I saw this vinyl. It's a vinyl mesh, is what it is. It's called vinyl mesh, and it's from. Okay, I don't have the paper with me, and I won't go digging for it right at the moment. As you can see, I've kitted up all of each one of the princesses separately. But anyway, I saw this vinyl. I bought it at Michael's. It's called vinyl mesh, and you cut it to whatever size you want it. And I've never stitched on this, so I said, well, it's a bookmark, so you want something sturdy. So I didn't know what the coverage would be. It says it's a 14 count, so hopefully, I can get it all on here. But I started with Tiana yesterday, and the green is one of the DMC satins. And it's great coverage on it. And even with the regular cotton DMC, it has very good coverage on the vinyl. The only hard thing is this also has some quarter stitches that I always do 3/4 stitches. But anyway, it has some quarter stitches. Now, if you look at this little part right here, which is the ear, what I did was I took one of my counting pins that's very sharp and made the little hole first for when I do my 3/4 stitches. So it came out pretty good on the vinyl. It's probably going to take a while because there is quite a bit, around the side of her face and the shoulders to kind of smooth things out. But it wasn't bad. So I like that. So I'm eventually will make all of the princesses. And in their bookmarks, like I say, I'll use the vinyl. I don't know what they'll do, afterwards. I like some books. I have some books still, so I may keep it myself, or if I find somebody who really wants it, I'll send it to them. But so far, I want to stitch it on this with the satin threads and everything, just as another experience of doing something different. You know me. Okay, now, moving on. The next project I was working on before I started the bookmark is Little House Needleworks gingerbread cookie. Well, it says gingerbread cookie, and I started this last Sunday at a meetup with Stephanie. We were at the Fairfax County Library, and I started this at the library. This is what I have done. So this is being stitched on a 30 count R&R apple brown bindi. But this is where I'm at so far. It stitches up really quick, and it's a small one. Hopefully I can get it done, and it may get on my Christmas tree this year. If not, there's always next year. The next one I'm working on is it's the Seafarer's Globe. This is one of my whips that hasn't been out to it's been put away for a little while, and I wanted to get some progress on it. And it's from the March 2016 Cross Stitch Collections magazine. This is what it's supposed to look like. And like I said, these I've been working on them recently. That's why they're still on Q-snaps. Because I was working on them and then I got that bug and I just, I couldn't help myself and I wanted to start something new. So it's still on the Q-snap. And my needle, I need to take it off, but anyway, I started on the second half of my globe. As you can see, I have North America, South America done, well, except for the back stitching, but I just love that mermaid. But anyway, the sea creature is coming alive. I can see we've got part of his tail, but in the chart you can see there's a head, so I'll get to him soon. But I've got that much done. I love my projects, and I know I say that, I love stitching on this one, but I do. It's just that now I have so many of them that I don't get a lot of progress on any of them anymore. So I'm going to have to stop with the new starts, but I don't know. Now, I didn't officially join the Stitch from Stash. I mean, I could, because I've got so much stuff that I could stitch from Stash and not even worry about it. But I don't like to join official, the groups and stuff and keep myself tied down to anything, because I may just get a bug up my butt and want to start something new and need to kit it up, and I'm off to the races. Okay, 1 second. And I'll get all of my goodies. And like I say, I have quite a lot. Oh, I didn't know that turned you around with me. Okay. Now, I've gotten a little fancy. People said that they couldn't hear me very well in my videos. So that's why I'm using the one with the microphone. So maybe the sound will be a little bit better. But anyway. Okay. Going to my the rest of my whips. Quite a bit of stash, but we'll go through the rest of my whips. And like I said, I'm not very prepared this morning because I didn't normally I take everything out of the bags ahead of time so you won't hear the crinkle, and you can see the designs without the glare. Let's see. Not a lot of glare. Okay, this is the last new start I had. It's called Earthly Treasures. I like the poem. It says, "Dwell not on earthly treasures, nor covet or envy or pout. Thou entered this world and brought nothing in, and will carry with thee nothing out." Which is so true. So true. Now, I enjoyed, I like the stitching is fun. And this is how far I've gotten so far. Now, I'm not crazy about this border. To me, that's just too much. It's too busy. And for some reason, This reminds me of a headstone. It just reminds me of a headstone. So you don't have all that flowery and, you know, colory stuff on there. So I'm just going to leave it plain. I don't like that border, so I'm just going to leave it. And I think I'm going to make it into a no-stitch block as a headstone. Maybe it'd be mine. But that's the way I'm... Now I've got to put a face in here. This is on 16, I think 16 count Ada or 18 count Ada. And this is another one of them where the stitches are quarter stitches to make the face on this little design. And I've got to work on it. So, but I like this. I love that poem. I love the little saying. So, that's my earthly treasures. And that was a new start not long ago. I did work on some of my whips. And this next one is my Hogwarts crest. When I work on my whips, I like to get a lot of progress so you can really see that it's progress. So this is what I did on this one. And you can see that I have quite a bit of progress on here. I finished all of the feathery, whatever you want to call it, over on this side. I got that done. The top part, I put this in. I even finished this part over here and finished the, I get most of the snake back stitched. So that's my Hogwarts crest. Again, it was fun working on that one. And like I said, I just have to make myself, sometimes I just have to put it down to know, okay, I've got a lot more pieces to work on. So I'll just make myself put it down and, you know, go to the next piece, another piece. This is another one that I had fun working on. This is the Mirabilia, my very first Mirabilia. And I really had fun working on this one because I got to work on her beads. Yeah, I got to work on her beads. I put on the flower beads. What was it? These are called can't think of them. The crystals here on her flowers. I put on the beads, and I'm beading this one as I go now. So I got all that bottom part of her skirt. I've got one more section on her skirt, but I used something I never used before, the bugle beads, and that was fun. So those are in. But I've got one more section on her skirt, and then this one will actually be finished. I like working on that one. But I have to move on. So I made pretty good progress on that one. I worked on my Holy Holy. I think I showed you this one in my last video. I was just either I had just got started or I was just thinking about getting started on it. But so far this is where it's at. This is Holy Holy. The only thing left on this one, because let's see, I don't think there's any backstitch. You know, there's no backstitch on here. So what I have left is the border that goes around the star, and then it'll be done. So I'm close to finishes on these. So you can see. There we go. That's better. So I'll just hold it up here so you can see. You don't need to see me. Okay. So that's Holy Holy. Love working on that one too. I made a few changes, as you can see. But I just have to. I can't help myself. Okay. My last whip that I worked on is Game of Thrones. I finished another castle and banner. And like I've always said, I never watched the show, so I couldn't name these for you. I have no idea what they are. I'm just stitching them. But that's how the overall picture is. And like I said, that's the last one I finished. I've got 3 more to put on this end, and this project will be done. And then I can finally try to find the frame for it so I can give it to my daughter. Because she loves Game of Thrones. Her and my husband. Now, he's not that crazy about, I guess, about the crosses. There's really, we have limited wall space. So, I'll give it to her. She has plenty of wall space. Okay, now, I'll start, one second, let me get a little sip here. I love my coffee. Okay, that's just plain coffee with the, sorry about the shaking, with vanilla cream, or the Italian cream creamer. Very good. Last week I did have pumpkins. Oh, mocha mint. It was really good. Okay. Last night was our Christmas party in Stitches, which is my local needlework store. Great party. Had a good time. Ate too much. But I did pick up a few little items. And so here's one. And see, now this one here, I want to just start right now, but I've got so much other stuff. And I like to start in, like this one here. Okay, this is Little House Needleworks. It's called Hallelujah. And it's 3 little angels. Now see, I would want to stitch, if I started, I'd stitch one of the whole, the whole angel, at least one. And it calls for, well, DMC and Crescent Colors. Oh, some General Arts too. I may even have those. I know I have the Crescent Colors. I have the DMC. The General Arts, no, I don't have them. But I'll get to it one day. I may start this. I can hang it on my Christmas tree. It's not necessarily a Christmas ornament, but it would work as one. Okay, this one is the next edition of the Little House Needleworks Hometown Holiday Series. This is chart number 13. The bookstore. I have been collecting up these charts since the beginning. And I've done 4, and they're in my living room as the no stitch cubes. I have all the rest. One day I'll get to them. Here's another collection I've started. It's the ABC samplers. This is number 6, the OPQ. I am in love with Vanna's version of the whole one piece of fabric. And if I ever get a chance to start mine, that's how I'm going to do mine. I'm going to put it all on one fabric and just make one big wall hanging. Stitcherista. No, not Stitcherista. Matter of fact, she's in my heart. Hi, Stitcherista. Sending up prayers for you. McKenna. That's who it is. And it's her fault if I get divorced. She told me she was not responsible for any divorces or breakup of marriages because she enabled, but she's enabling. She enabled me to get the Jardin Privé. I love this chart. Don't know when I'm gonna start it, but I love that chart. I love that dress. And I'm not a sampler kind of person, you know. I'm not crazy about samplers. There go my nose. Ugh. Anyway, but I had to have that when I saw hers. It's beautiful, so go check out her video. These are another couple that I picked up at my local needlework store. This was Queen of My Castle and Needle. That's Primitive Needleworks. I think that kind of says it for me, you know. I am the queen of this castle. Now this one, I don't know, for some reason I liked it, but it's kind of sexist. If you read the poem, it says, of female arts in use. Oh, I'm sorry. In usefulness, the needle far exceeds the rest. What is female arts? That's kind of sexist to me, but I like this chart. I guess I just like to complain about something, but I like the chart and the little pin cushion that she has hanging on her, I guess, as like a chatelaine. But the poem of female arts in usefulness, the needle far exceeds the rest. And this is from Not Forgotten Farms. Okay. The next one is from Shepherd's Bush. Sweet Honey Bee. I thought that was really cute. It's really, really cute. So I've got the chart and I've got the buttons to go with it. Like I said, I have no idea when I'm going to start this, but I just had to have it in case it goes, you know, out of print and I miss it. Now, I have found Etsy stores and I just can't help myself. These next charts are from, let's see, is this from? Yep. These next charts are all from the same Etsy store. And I went there looking for specifically for this design. Now, I don't have a young grandchild to stitch this for. But I just love it. And I think I'll stitch it just in case. Maybe I'll stitch it. I can find someone I can send it to. But I love this. It's simple and it says so much. You know, the words down here says "Love you, Mom," but even without that, it just touched me when I saw it. I love it. This is by Alice Allen, and I'll put her the Etsy store in the at the bottom so you can go there and look yourself. Here's another mother and baby. I like that one too. I thought that was cute. The silhouette, that's beautiful. I love that. They hit something for me. I love this. Maybe I'll wear these together. It's this one and also my crown. So maybe I'll put them together. Who knows? I am the queen and a witch. Now, what does a queen have to have? She has to have her king. This, I love this. Now this I would stitch for my husband. And probably just make it a pillow and put it on his side of the bed. He is a Leo, which is the lion. And this suits him perfectly. I love this. Beautiful. It would take me forever probably to stitch it, but what else do I have to do? Because I love reading, I thought this was beautiful. I love that. Like I said, these are all by the same designer, Alice Allen. And like I said, I got these from Etsy. This is beautiful. I don't know if I stitch this, I don't know if I would stitch actually the love across there. But I love the gold rings. Those are beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Of course, you know, I had to have my African dancers. Love that one. I don't like all the borders, but maybe just the one with the huts. I like that one. Like I said, I don't know when I'll get started on any of these, but now the next, this one is from this was a gift to me. It's Creative Concepts Limited, which is the same company that designed the one that I have with the hair. I love that. That's beautiful. Island Princess. That's gorgeous. Now these came from, let's see. What Etsy store was it? This is Rainbow. And it says copyright by Jackie Dukes, Cultural Stitches. This is the picture of it. Isn't that cute? It's adorable. I love that. I can't remember now the Etsy store that I get this from. I'll have to go back and find my paperwork. But here's another one. This one is called Zulu Ladies. It's beautiful. This is actually a needlepoint, but I would do it as cross stitch. This is another one, and it's called Initiation Time. That's the picture for it. Love those. Love them. Okay. I don't believe it. I'm done. I thought it was going to take longer. I guess because I didn't have, I don't know. I thought it looked like a lot of stuff to me, and I thought it was going to take longer. But I have gotten through it. So I haven't been just sitting here idle. I have been stitching, as you can see. That's about it. I'll try to get this uploaded on flosstube as soon as I can. Like I said, I appreciate everybody who's sticking with me, you know, who stuck with me as far as waiting on a new video. Let's see. Like I said, hi to Stitcherista, hi McKenna, Joe. Who else? I've gotten so far a lot. I got a lot of videos that I haven't watched yet, so I've got to get caught up on those. So I'm gonna go and start watching some of those while I upload my video, and maybe I can get caught up on my videos while I'm stitching. And I appreciate everybody coming by to visit. Go visit my blog. It's AllXXs. What else? Because I've got some more pictures and close-ups and items on the blog that I haven't included here. But go check it out. AllXXs. It's me. So I will go and make some X's. So until next time, bye-bye.